Hi everyone, I'm Jooya from Jooya Teaching Resources, and today in this video I'm just going to quickly walk through what is actually in one of my most popular products. This is the Music Lessons Worksheets bundle number 1. Now, I personally use this with grade 7 students. For us here in New South Wales, Australia, that means that this is their first year of music in high school, because our high school goes from grade 7 through to 12. So this is our beginning units. This is exactly what they get, because often they haven't had a lot of music experience in primary school. So let me just show you what's actually in here. So I'm going to show you firstly what's actually in the bundle. Okay, so there's the cover, and there's 3 units of work, which is the film music, the rhythm and rap, and the instruments of the orchestra. Personally, we teach thesis 1 first, then we go to the orchestra, and then we go to film music, and there is an assignment for this one and an assignment for this one. So you can see down here are all the products. Okay, so the film music, rhythm and rap, instruments of the orchestra, these are all units of work. Okay, then there's the rhythm and rap assignment that goes with this particular one, and then make an instrument assignment which goes with the instruments of the orchestra. And then as well, you've got some bonuses. We've got the music P.E.E.L paragraphs, so if you're using P.E.E.L in your school for writing paragraphs, or if you're using T.X.X.X.C, I've worked in schools that use both, that's why they're both there. And then this is my most popular product here, the 30 rhythm theory worksheets, and then the music treble note worksheets. Okay, but as I said, this is what it looks like in my store, but I'm going to show you all of these products, what you actually get in here. So I've got them in one little folder for you. So I said I'll start with the rhythm and rap first. Okay, so in this, when you get the download, you'll see there are 4 different things. You can see there is a USA version and a UK. I'm just going to go to the UK because it doesn't really matter, but this is the display version, so you're getting 2 of these. I'll make that a little bit smaller, sorry, and let's make that fit in here a bit better for you. Should have done that before. Okay, all right, that should fit in a bit better. So let's make that to a page. All right, so we got the page. You can see there's 56 pages in here. How to use the resource, the contents, spelling words. So this is exactly what I use for my own classroom. Get the kids to copy the words down. There's got the what do you call it, the definitions for each of those words, because often it's something new. A strategy, a Super 6 strategy to use if you want to, for helping your kids learn those words. And then a KWL, what is music, our first lesson, important terms to know, summarizing, in the Hall of the Mountain King, this is listening, and if you click here, that will take you to that music straight away. Okay, and I said lots of Super 6 things and lots of extension activities. That's to go with, it's a writing activity. I said I won't spend my whole time because there is stacks in here. As you can see, again, with each of the listening activities, you have to simply just click on that and you'll go, and there's the questions. Okay, and then goes into the assignment, and then that assignment is actually also separate as well for you. Gets a bit more information, some body percussion, more listening activities, and some other things to do with some activities there. So you get that one which is a display version, which is what I use, and then there's a printable version, which again I use this in my classroom. I actually print the whole thing as a booklet, and we use it as like something so they see it on the board as well as actually seeing it in front of them as well. So it's exactly the same, it's just it hasn't got the coloured background, so I won't go through all that. So that is the rhythm and rap unit of work. Now there is the assignment that goes with this. So I'll just make that a bit smaller for you. Okay, so the best thing about this assignment, I love doing this one, it's so much fun. Okay, you can use this one here. So they've got to compose and perform a rap with using these lyrics. You don't have to use these lyrics, depending on my kids, they don't always, but it's 1 2 3 4, semi-brief is held for 4, 1 2 1 2, and minim is only, etc, etc. Okay, so there is the UK version, and in here, okay, is the USA version. So 1 2 3 4, a whole note is held for 4, 1 2 1 2, a half note is only worth 2. However they actually want to make it up, and they've got to actually do a whole heap of stuff to it. So you can see here, that's the description of the assignment. There are several different marking rubrics. I've left this space so you can add your own outcomes. Okay, you may not want to use this rubric. This is one I've used for a long time. Okay, again, if you want to use this one, some different ones, another different one. So this one is if you want to actually mark the performance side of it, and this is for the composition side of it. I do mark both. Another marking sheet if you want. And here's the student handout. So this is what the students would get. So their assignment, their planning page, final composition, they write it out. Okay, and then they answer the questions. Okay, and in this assignment, what I get the kids to do is to actually write a review on someone else's performance, because we always video them, and they write their own a review on it, on someone else's performance. Okay, so that's the assignment that goes with rhythm and rap. All right, so the next thing when I'm teaching it, I do instruments of the orchestra, and just like with the other one, you're going to get a display version. Okay, alrighty. Again, here we go. Links to tutorials, okay, on pieces to perform. Alrighty, if you want to play those, I think these are tutorials for the keyboard. Okay, and then here we go. We've got spelling words, same sort of structure and setup, same deal in terms of spelling words and definitions. These make great games, you know, matching games, putting them in alphabetical order, asking questions, all sorts of things. I use those a lot for lots of cooperative learning. Okay, again, using the Super 6 in there. Okay, and the best thing about this, it's got introduction to the orchestra and the history of the orchestra layouts. Lots of videos and YouTube clips linked in, colouring in for the kids. They actually have, it's interesting when they do that bit. Anyway, again, in the Hall of the Mountain King, it's one of those my favourite ones. It links straight through there with questions, and this is where the paragraphs come in. So you can see here I've put in a P.E.L paragraph, the point, explain, example, link, or the T.X.X.C, okay, depending on what you're using. And look, depending on we do this ourselves because we actually have a big assignment at the end of the year for grade 7, and they have to be able to write a full analysis of a song of their choosing. So that just sets them up for that. Again, extension activities. And then we go through the family. This is links, again, video links. It's to the BBC. Oh, look, when you listen to it, you'll see it's, hi, I'm Grant from and I'm the conductor of the orchestra. Anyway, the kids love them. I'm surprised how many they actually do, and anyway, they do. They love them. So again, lots of things. Okay, parts of the violin. Okay, lots of activities for the kids to do. String family labeling, lots of listening things. Okay, and it goes through every family of the orchestra, which I won't go through. Well, I'm going through very quickly, I'm sorry, just to get you an idea, but you can obviously pause the video if you need to. And then again, make an instrument project, which I'll show you separately, but that's giving you some more information. It's the same thing. Brass family, lots of listening, untuned percussion, then tuned percussion, okay, and then instrument classification, which helps them with their assignment. And here we go. So again, lots of listening activities. And then again, as said, the same thing is in the printable version. So this is the version the kids get, and this is the one you want to use when you're actually doing the, it's exactly the same. You can use this one to display if you really want to, but you don't have to. Okay, so there's that one. And then, the assignment that goes with that is, again, one of my most popular products, make an instrument assignment. I love doing this one. Okay, this is so much fun. So again, like in the other one, set up the same sort of thing. Instrument, the assignment page, what they actually have to do. Marking rubrics. Okay, several of it there for you to choose from. Okay, and then student handouts, the same deal. So then you name your class, instrument name, instrument classification. Okay, the planning pages, questions, and peer review again. Okay, the kids again love doing that. They love bringing in what they've made, and it never ceases to amaze me what they actually do. And then the last unit of work, I said this is enough to keep my kids going for the whole year. Okay, and we see our kids 5 times a cycle, so 5 times over 2 weeks. That's a cycle for us. And music in the movies, we finished with this one. One of the best things about finishing with this at the end of the year, it means that we have an excuse to watch movies. Okay, and again, performance pieces, we've got the chords as well as YouTube, the actual piano one, and here's the guitar chords if you want to do those. These are just suggestions. Again, same sort of deal, spelling words, same sort of setup. Okay, word definition, image, just lots of activities, history of film. Okay, lots of links here. I love watching this one, and this, the kids love that one. And that's a weird little one. Anyway, you might not want to use that one, but you might want to as well. Okay, again, lots of listening with the link in there as well as the paragraph writing. Okay, and here we keep going. All right, so you can see there's just lots of things to watch. I've tried to use movie themes. Okay, so Footloose, and the other one you could see was something from Car Wash, which was from Shark's Tale recently. Well, last 10 years. Soundtracks, again, lots of videos to watch. Okay, and you can obviously use your own, but Let It Go. It never ceases to amaze me how many kids will want to sing that, whether male or female, the kids at top voice. I'm a believer. That is such a good one to use if you're getting all the kids to play on an instrument together in terms of a class ensemble. Fantastic song to use. Nice and easy for everyone to do. Okay, how music is used in films. Again, lots of things to do there. Okay, and lots of bits and pieces. Hedwig's theme, bit of Harry Potter. Happy from, what was it, Despicable Me, I think. And again, then we're looking at John Williams. Okay, again, lots of movies to choose from there. Probably not ones you want to use in class though. And again, suggested listening then if you want to do that with John Williams, and just some questions on each of things. So the idea would be that you might want to choose one of these, okay, and actually do choose one of those songs and analyze it totally with every single element of music there. Or you might want to do, say Towering Inferno and just do dynamics, and the next song you might want to do harmony. It's up to you. Okay, so here's all of the elements of music in here for you, and then that's that one. And again, same deal, it's in the same thing, exactly the same thing in the printable version. Okay, and so these two, I'll only show you one, but they're exactly the same in terms of the same sort of content. It's just there's obviously the template is different. So these are the P.E.E.L ones, because the first school I worked at a while ago, a few years ago, they used P.E.E.L, and my current school uses T.X.X.X.C. So again, it goes through all of the different elements of music. Okay, it explains the thing. There's a marking rubric, and then dynamics. Here's the questions, and here you go. This is how to set it out for them when they're doing a paragraph on it. Okay, so this could be an assignment. You could say to them they have to use this, and you might choose to only use certain elements. It's up to you. Okay, but again, you can see that it just does the same sort of thing. And the wonderful thing about these is it can be used with any music you want to listen to. So it's a what do you call it? A resource that's can be used over and over and over again, which is fantastic. And look, I wasn't going to show you, but I will. But it's the same sort of setup. Explains what T.X.X.C. is, rubric, and then again we're going through dynamics, harmony. And again, this is just explaining it, so then the kids can actually then go and do their answering there. And the last couple of things that I've got for you, I'm sorry this is taking a while, but there is so much in this wonderful thing. Okay, so there is the rhythm theory worksheets. Okay, now I have to say these were originally designed so that I could actually, so you've got your USA and UK names. Okay, so you can see that's the ones I use, that's the ones most people use. Okay, dot a note, all this sort of stuff, giving some explanations, and then this. So what I actually had this set up so that I printed this book off and I didn't give a copy to every student. So they would actually write this in their books. So they'd put the heading, drawing notes, they'd draw this, they'd tell us the name, and then they'd draw that 10 times in their books. You can obviously use it as a worksheet, as is, but I said I didn't. I actually made the kids write it out and copy it out, okay, so that they weren't actually getting a copy of this, okay, so it was in their books. They would set 3 columns up, say, for this activity, and then they'd have to put that one in there and this one in here, you know, and oh, that's 3, 4, so in here, etc. Okay, so silly sentences. These are really good for when you're away. Okay, and there's lots and lots of fun things for them to do. Okay, I'll just quickly flick through so you can see. I don't need to explain them, you're music teachers. Okay, and then the lucky last is the pitch music theory again. So after they've done some theory, and again I had it set up that way so that, you know, here's some information for you, and they used their music, the manuscript they had in their books. So they would copy that, they'd say it's an F, and then they'd copy the F on the line, in the space, and then A, C, A, etc. Okay, but obviously, of course, you can give them these worksheets to copy as well. Okay, so as naming notes, lots of naming notes, so above and below the stave. Lots of naming notes. How many words can they do? Now, this activity is meant to go with notating the words, so they create the words and then they notate them. Okay, so how many words can they come up with? All right, so then they've got a few different ones to do there. And how many words can they find in the symphony orchestra? Note spelling, so again, you know, what have we got? ACE, ACE, etc. More note spelling. How many words again? And there we go. Alrighty, so that is everything that you find in Music Bundle 1, which is this lovely thing here in my store over on Teachers Pay Teachers. Thanks for listening.